tonight's budget meal, we're making my mama's potato soup, so let's get to it. Now before we start cooking this meal, I need to make something very clear. This is not the potato soup that you and I are used to seeing and eating today. This is a soup that I actually grew up on. This is a soup that I actually had to make myself while living on my own for the first time ever. My brother and I knew growing up that when we ate this soup, don't you dare ask for nothing, because ain't nothing to be had. This is a true struggle meal. This was also known as a depression meal. And what I'm about to show you is the way my own stepmama would make this towards the end of the month when we just didn't have anything else. And I want to make it very clear that this is the reality today. There are families that do not have $50, $75, or $100 to go spend at the grocery store to feed their family of four for an entire week. Our ingredients tonight consist of potatoes, obviously. This was the last 4 potatoes that was in that bag of potatoes that I got from Aldi. And you will notice that I have them all seasoned. I put just the basics for me, which would be salt, pepper, garlic powder, and onion powder. We also have some butter, which is not a full stick, may I mind you. Many people will be working with margarine, and that is just fine. We also have 1 full onion, nicely chopped. And we have good old milk. If you don't have milk and you have evaporated milk is sometimes what we would use in this as well. We will also be using 8 cups of water. It's fair to say that our potato soup back then was not what potato soup is now. And my baby brother and I, we weren't necessarily excited about having potato soup, but we were thankful. And those that know the difference. So right here we have a 4-quart pan that is heating, and I have some oil, and I am adding some butter to that pan as well. When our oil is hot, we're now going to add our potatoes and our onions. We're just going to give this a good stir to get everything coated with that butter and that oil. I'm going to cook these on high for about 7 to 10 minutes because I kind of want to get a little bit of a coating around the potatoes, not completely brown, but a nice coating so that the potatoes don't fully break down in that broth while it's cooking, so that you feel like you have a bite of something when you are eating it. Now that these have been cooking for about 10 minutes, we're going to add 8 cups of water. Now we're going to add 1 or 2 cups of milk. I'm going to add 2 cups because I have it to spare for the week. Now you're just going to come in and give that a good stir so everything is well incorporated. We're going to place the lid on top and leave this at medium to medium-high heat. Let this come up to a boil. Once it comes up to a boil, we're going to lower it to medium. We're going to let it simmer for about 45 minutes to an hour. Potato soup is almost done, y'all. We've been cooking now for about 45 minutes or so. And I am going to bowl up some for myself to try for you. It's a little bit of a comfort meal, a little bit of a trigger meal, but it's been an emotional meal experience today for myself in this kitchen. So, anywho, I know that potatoes have a lot of vitamins and nutrients, and I couldn't pinpoint exactly all of them, so I looked them up. I wrote them down. Now, I did look with the skin on, that I left the skin on because the skin has vitamins and nutrients as well. So this was the list that I came up with. Obviously, they have carbohydrates, okay? A little bit of protein, a little bit of fiber, some vitamin C, some vitamin B6, some niacin, and some folate, okay? And then potassium, phosphorus, calcium, antioxidants, y'all. And then over on the milk, of course, we've got the vitamin D and the calcium. So we are hitting some of our nutritional value in the soup. There we are, y'all. We are all done. So I'm going to put some in a bowl and I'm going to give it a good old try. There we go, y'all. Like I said, this is not potato soup like we know it today. This was how I ate it as a kid, and I was thankful for it. So let's give it a try. It's very hot. Yeah, that tastes just like when my stepmom would make it. So that's our potato soup, y'all. That's how my stepmama used to make it, and that's how I used to eat it. Now I'll tell you, I can make potato soup 10 different ways. I could come out with a whole series on it. I will tell you, if you have it, you can add some chicken to this, or you could add some smoked sausage, or you could add some breakfast sausage to this. Different vegetables that you could add. You could definitely do a broccoli. You could do maybe some spinach, some celery, some carrots. I mean, you could really make this your own. And of course, some cheese. Now, we didn't always have cheese, so I didn't make it with cheese. My mama didn't make it with cheese. This is just your plain old basic potato soup. This is a struggle meal. This will get you through. This will fill your belly. This will keep you from going hungry. And I wanted to stay true to my stepmama's ways, okay? So y'all know the drill. Right up next is going to be a screenshot or a photo of the soup. And right laid over that is going to be the cost for the meal, how many servings, and how many it costs per serving.